That's a gameplay recording paused.
Yeah, that's we can't like save clips to upload to YouTube.
Okay.
Yeah, the individual clips. It does that at the start of every game now. Good work paying attention to that in previous streams, champ. Here we are. It's Shocktober. And it's not just any game. It's not even a game, really. It's a playable teaser, PT. One of my favourite experiences that I've had on PlayStation 4 to date. And a game that makes me very, very sad to think about. This was it was 2 years ago at E3. This was dropped. No one really said what it was.
Yeah, they just announced
by
it was
778 Studios.
And then literally right after, Hideo Kojima came out, and it was unrelated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this turned out to be you don't find out until you beat this teaser that it is basically just a nice vertical slice teaser for what could have been the greatest game of all the times, and that would be a Silent Hill game made by Hideo Kojima and Guillermo del Toro, two of my favourite auteurs
Silent
in
Hill,
their respective
plural.
mediums. Silent Hills, yes. Starring Norman Reedus as well.
Yeah, starring Norman Reedus,
Yeah.
who is now in Death Stranding. And
But now we're playing this for Shocktober, where we're playing some significant horror games and experiences. Mark is in the pilot seat here because I have beaten this game, I would say, at least a dozen times.
I'm not happy about this.
I used some questionable methods to get this back onto my PlayStation after switching out the hard drive and losing my original copy.
Well, you don't really have much of a choice. If you want to play it, you got to do it.
So here we go.
Yeah, the lengths you'll go to for my suffering.
Tell you what.
Now, I mean, I'll be honest, I am a man of nervous disposition, you know.
Disclaimers coming in here now.
I don't think I know how to do...
Even look at the head bob.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, it's so good.
Yeah.
And as you get in, like when Mark does start moving, once he's finished explaining, you will see how this might still be the most creepily photorealistic game on PlayStation 4
This
at
is the
some
thing.
points.
Like, I've no idea if Silent Hills would have been as good
If it could have kept that graphical...
Yeah.
Yeah, because
Well, not even just that. Because
it's easier when it's in a corridor.
Because of the fact that you're in such a small environment and it uses that environment in repetition.
Sip a Coke Zero for the working man.
Like, there are so many kind of minor details and little things to pick up on that adds to the whole level of immersion and creepiness.
Yeah, let's get into it, shall we?
That's all. I like when
I can
behind
tell,
the door.
like, this is the longest time we've spent not moving in a game, and I've just started to figure out why. So look at that filth. Like,
Yeah. Like, I
Good
can imagine.
Lord.
I can imagine, like, the first time people went through this door, they went
legitimately,
"Fucking
like, the
hell."
first time I saw a screenshot of this, I was like, "That a fucking photograph."
Yeah. I am not happy about this.
So one of the things you'll notice, so as Mark moves, if he moves quickly, there's like a little blur because your eyes are focusing to like the change in light source. As he moves, you'll see the realistic kind of head bob.
Yeah, there's a lot of
One thing as well, if you won't mind, because this might kill the picture for a second, Mark, if you wouldn't mind holding down the PlayStation button and turning up our volume here in the headphones.
I'm fine with the volume down. I am absolutely great with that.
Well, too bad. Because we are going to change it, because the sound design in this, which you all are going to be hearing at home, is unbelievable. Like this news loop on the radio is magnificent.
Yeah.
Like, everything about this, every small detail about this teaser is just... It's exactly what you'd expect if you gave such a revered franchise to someone like Hideo Kojima and someone like Guillermo del Toro.
Like, even, like, the sound design of, you know, the radio coming kind of creeping into it. Like, it's been done before, but...
I'll tell you what, you want to give yourself a real fright, play this with the proper pro headphones on, with the virtual surround sound.
I would rather not.
Fucking hell, it's good. Like, it's bad, but it's good.
So, we got a lad here. We got some sweets.
Some medication.
Got some medication. Got a couple.
I'm sticking in both headphones for this to give myself a treat.
Yeah?
Yeah.
A treat, you say. See, you call me a broken person.
I love horror games. What can I say?
Jesus Christ.
I must make sure my phone is muted, actually. Don't want to do a Mark Robinson and leave things unmuted when we start a stream.
Shut up. Just shut your fucking mouth.
It's your fucking whore mouth.
See,
so just little unsettling things like the sound of the light creaking.
Yep.
The static on the radio. It's like it's the little things.
Yep.
Because I always think like horror games are at their best when they layer on, they ratchet up tension very slowly. With things like that.
Yeah. Like, one of the key things about what makes it so unsettling is the fact that all you can do is zoom into things, and that means you have to look. It's the Fatal Frame kind of mechanic.
Yeah, there's no combat.
No combat. You know, it's what you want from Silent Hill. Okay. Genuinely, if I'm going to get through this, I got to take this out.
Why?
Because I'm just not going to be able to do this otherwise.
You gotta put it in, man.
Fucking hate this game.
Full...
No.
Look up and around, by the way, because we need to show them the full, because the light is swinging, so they need to see the light.
Okay.
No, but back.
Oh, sorry.
The light is in the middle here.
Okay, yeah.
So look up and around. You'll see that like there's a landing upstairs.
Yeah.
And it's important when you're playing this, if you get your hands on playing it, I should actually, if you wouldn't mind pass me over the laptop there in a second, Mark, I'm gonna find that Kotaku article that shows you how to get it on PS4 now, and just put it in the chat here for people.
Oh yeah,
so that they can, if they've never played this, that they can they can download it themselves.
Yay, more people here to enjoy my suffering.
One of my favourite things about this is like...
I hate it, I hate it.
You've seen... One of the gimmicks is that you're in a constant, like an infinity loop going through this. But one of the things you're rewarded for in PT is paying close attention to every little thing, so that when something changes, you know that that's the thing they're trying to get you to look at.
Yep. So far, no changes. No changes. All is good. We are having a pleasant time.
I think it's a Kotaku article. Oh no, it's a Polygon article.
PT, pleasant times.
Okay, so for those of you in the chat, there's an article here. It shows you how to quote unquote purchase PT for yourself if you haven't already.
So nothing looks any different there.
There's a Control-C to copy on Macs as well.
Command-C.
Where's
Command?
Oh, Command-C.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. And Command-V then to paste?
Command-V to paste, yeah.
Cool. Okay.
Oh, they look so happy there.
So, there you are, into the chats. I would never advocate, of course. I mean, actually, no, because you're not stealing money from anybody, so I will advocate it.
Exactly.
Do it.
It was a free demo anyway.
Having done it last week, I can verify that method and the program you have to download to make your laptop into a proxy server works and doesn't damage your computer.
Well, you hope so.
Well, it didn't for me.
No.
And I did it as of last week.
No. The only thing that this is damaging is me.
Yeah. Okay. So what happens here is, so the door is the end of the loop. That door there that goes down into the basement.
Yep.
So that means is something has changed because it's not letting you leave this particular loop yet.
Yep. Yep. So that door is there.
So the door is knocking. Like, I don't want to be a pedant about it, but you are seriously going to need to put your headphone in at some point because the puzzles do involve sound.
Well, then you will take the controller.
No, I won't.
I fucking will. You forget that when it comes to like horror, I enjoy horror. I don't enjoy watching horror.
You enjoy horror from a distance?
I enjoy horror from at least an arm's length. It's fine, we'll just stay in this corridor for a while. It's great. I can do this.
So what you're missing is just creaking on the floorboards happening from somewhere. So it could be upstairs, it could be back on the first part of the corridor either. You have to translate sound now because you're a baby man.
R3. We're breaking game immersion here.
Yeah. Actually, do you know what? Funny enough, that's the first time I've noticed that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You clearly haven't been doing this game properly.
No, well, I, like, just from clicking the buttons to try and figure out if there was some way to melee if I ran into something, I figured out that R3 was to zoom.
Yeah.
So I'd never really paid attention to that. What about upstairs? You can't go upstairs, but...
No.
By the way, I'm obviously... Alright, then try go for the door again.
Ta-da!
So I think that door unlocked again once you went round the corner and came back.
Okay.
What I think that loop is trying to teach you is if the door is shut, that means go back and look around. Mm-hmm. So once the game was satisfied that you went back and looked around,
yep.
So you went back and looked in that corridor, and I must have unlocked it by looking in the direction of that thing that said R3 but never actually noticing it. But
yep.
Maybe that's what you had to do then to unlock the door.
Mm-hmm. Just give me like a heads up. How many loops is it until you're in the phase where Lisa can actually attack you?
I don't think there is a set.
I swear there's like a point you get to, because I think this is the loop where you see her in the background for the first time, or it's the next one. It's one of the next two loops. Oh no, because she's in the
well, you
door
can hear
corner.
if you hear, like, if you had the headphone in there is dull knocking happening.
Yeah.
No, there's definitely like there's basically the whole middle trench of the game. It can happen at any stage.
Well, yeah, that's what I want to know. Like at what point that.
But you see, this is the thing with the sound is that you can be attacked at any stage if you hear the sound and turn around.
Yeah.
But you can't hear the sound, so
and
you can pretty much be attacked whenever you want.
I'm fucking happy to keep it that way.
Yeah. Like, it's when I think there's like a staticky scream on a radio, it means she's behind you.
Okay.
So for the aforementioned reveal, make sure to come around this corner slowly each time, so that so people can get how fucking just absolutely horrendously terrifying this game can be.
Mm-hmm.
The pictures do play a role later as well. Both the pictures on the wall back in that corridor and the pictures there.
Yep. I think is this where the door shuts? No. I'm good. I'm done. Can't do it.
Keep going, Mark.
Then we're standing here the whole time. I'm not doing it. It's just, it's not my game. I can't do it.
It certainly is my game. Right, so I'm in control now.
I like farming simulators.
You can either have the controller or have the headphones. You can't have both.
You're
not playing. But the headphones.
You're fucking right. I'm not
something to
playing.
be afraid of when you're not even playing it.
It's just the worst.
So I can hear the sound of another creaking door somewhere, and it's this. Yeah, it's R3.
I remember. So
cockroach is coming out of here.
Yeah.
So
I'll talk you through the first time.
The music here is great as well.
I'll talk you through the first time that I played this. It was myself and my
on there a second.
My two friends.
Have a look.
Yep. Peekaboo.
It's great stuff.
The first time that I didn't play this, but I watched through it, I was with my friends Craig and James, who are both like fine with horror and whatever else.
They must really love having you around.
The first time, like, we got to that point, then we had to look through the door because you know what's going to happen.
You nearly jump out of the house.
It was the worst. It's the worst.
Okay, so now you can start to hear the cackling on the radio.
Mm-hmm. It's still 23:59 on this as well.
It's cackling and it's sobbing.
And
there she is.
Oh man,
it's so good.
Yeah.
So just approach her and the light goes out. It's not even that she disappears, the light goes out, so you don't know if she's still there or not.
Yeah.
So you have to walk down, follow the dim light.
There's the cockroaches.
Cockroaches everywhere.
Now, talk to me, like, your first time playing through this. Now, did you play this after it was announced what it was, or...
I played it right after
Yeah?
the E3 conference because I was like, this looks cool.
Okay. And did you finish it?
I finished it before it was spoiled on
Oh,
me.
really?
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
My trousers came off. just with the sheer force of the erection.
How long did it take you to do it on the first go?
About an hour and a half.
About an hour and a half. Okay. And, like...
Hour and a half, 2 hours.
How did you kind of figure out the sort of end puzzles? Did you...
Well, the end puzzle is kind of... That's the one that took me most of the time. I think I flew through pretty much the rest of it in about 40-odd minutes.
Yeah. Now, was you...
I think this bit stuck me for a while.
Yeah.
So, you get the flashlight... Turn the flashlight on.
Now, was you like proper kind of tentatively going through the game? Was you kind of just going at pace, or?
I wasn't going at it trying to be, because I didn't know there was a secret at the end that I needed to not have spoiled on me.
Yeah.
I think this is an excellent. You can't see your own face.
Yeah.
It's brilliant.
Yeah. And you know, actually, like the baby fetus is like not even saying that I'm freaked out by it, because it's almost like cartoonish, you know?
Yeah, but you see that kind of thing like appeals to a very small portion, like, because that's a recurring theme in horror, is like fetuses or demon babies or something like that.
Yeah.
So you can hear footsteps as if they're coming up behind you.
Mm-hmm.
It's all so brilliantly done.
Yeah. Now, so at the end of this, you get the. At the end of this, you get the kind of announcement, the teaser, and everything. Now, from here onwards, like, what was your kind of thoughts about like what this game might actually be? Did you think that it was going to continue to be this kind of first-person experience? Do you think it would actually be in like a traditional Silent Hill game?
It's hard to know. Like, I always think this is kind of like... Sorry, I'm trying to remember how to get out of here.
That's right.
Because again, like, obviously because it was deleted off my hard drive, I haven't played this in, I would say... God, if it came out 2 years ago, then maybe a year and a half.
So if I go more than 6 months, I can't remember how to do the water temple, so... Okay, how about this for a question? Was you grabbed by Lisa?
Once.
Yeah. Did you,
Because, like, obviously, like, it's... Oh, sorry. Obviously, it's easier to, It's easier to fall into that trap when you don't know what's coming.
Yeah. Did it startle you?
Yeah, but like only in the kind of way that like a standard jump scare would, where you just go whoa.
Yeah.
But like not in a way that I was freaked out and wanted to stop playing, because I just jump scares. I understand like all horror will have a jump scare or two in there, but generally as a tactic they're quite cheap.
Yeah. It's like I've never been able to kind of fully pinpoint down what it is, because like there are games that have jump scares.
So what I was doing there is like, and this kind of tells you what the puzzles are for the rest of it, is that you have to kind of start looking at things. So the things it wants you to look at in here, it wants you to look at the baby, it wants you to look at the eye hole here, because you can see, like if you hold on it long enough and you move around, you can see that there's something watching you through it, and it's her.
Yeah.
I mean, you can see there, like there's something watching you through the eye hole.
Yeah.
And it wants you to look at the handle of the door through the mirror.
Mm-hmm.
But I can never remember like what order it is.
Yeah. At what point do you have to burn the eye?
It's not yet.
No.
There's a point up here, like I didn't realise this until like one of my last playthroughs, is that there actually is a point.
She's looking down from the balcony.
Yeah, one of the loops. I never caught that on
right.
my original playthroughs. But yeah, that picture changes in a while, and
okay.
it becomes part of the puzzle.
Right.
That bit isn't there yet either.
What was I going to say? Yeah, no, I've never been able to kind of fully pinpoint down like why certain games really unnerve me and some don't. Like Half-Life doesn't really unnerve me, even though it has like, you know,
I wouldn't call
some kind of, it does have like tendencies of horror. I mean,
Yeah,
you know,
I would call it more, to me, like just personally, I would consider that more of an unsettling game than an out and out scary horror.
But unsettling has as much of an effect on me as well.
So
Gouge it out.
So gouge it out, so you're thinking, what's this? But then now, I can hear Lisa groaning.
Yeah.
Through the thing. So I think if I turn around... No, it's at some point during that noise, if I turn around, she's there and she grabs me.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I have just... I've hit X there because, do you figure it says gouge it out, so you have to gouge out the eye, and then it's a blue X, which corresponds to the blue X on your... thing.
But then...
So, this is new now as well.
Okay, yeah, so... Forgive me, Lisa,
There's a monster inside of me. It's fucking great. It's so good.
As I said, I appreciate everything about this from an arm's length.
Now we can hear the baby crying.
Okay.
So the final puzzle that we keep alluding to here, we probably won't get to it, just because sometimes it is a bit tedious trying to get it to happen, because it doesn't happen reliably, which is why people, like, the people who cleared it really quickly, like me, generally stumbled upon it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, you need to make the baby cry 3 times. And just by me pouring around the place and accidentally stumbling upon 3 ways to make the baby cry.
Yeah.
But there are something like 8 or 9 methods to make the baby cry. Like, if you have a headset on, you start speaking to Lisa.
Yeah,
and it can make the baby cry.
I actually,
But no one, like, Guillermo del Toro... You missed it. It looked like she jumped down, but it was just a thing on the glass and that broke, yeah.
But actually, because the glass breaks and then it kind of like leads you to looking...
Yeah. It's all so well constructed.
Yeah.
So I hear them calling to me from... So I know what you're supposed to do here. That you're supposed to come back and... Where is it? It's written. Oh. Maybe I'm one loop ahead of myself here on that puzzle. It's supposed to be right over here, isn't it?
What is it meant to be?
The where it says hello on the wall. Like, it says, I hear them calling to me from, and then it says hello somewhere else.
Hello from the other side?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, so it must be the next loop.
Hello, hello. I'm at a place called Vertigo. Hello, hello. I can do this for a while.
Hey. Hello, I love you.
Yeah.
Ronnie will put this video up as well to put that link in the description for the video.
Sure.
Okay, so you can hear some weird squishy noises happening now. And that's because the blood red light has come now. And there is the fridge. If you've been listening to the story on the radio about the murder that took place at the house, you are to surmise that one of the bodies is in this fridge that is just constantly pouring blood.
You'd think so.
From the...
Yeah. It's all gone a little bit Jimmy Jacobs, Age of the Fall here.
It's all gone Pete Tong, man. Okay, so let's clear through this loop. So you're pretty much able to go through, like, so now it's changed again. So the goal is just to continue the loop until the final puzzle.
Yeah.
And it's tough to, the tough thing about the final puzzle that gets people caught as well is that sometimes you don't know you're on the final puzzle until you just keep going through the loop and nothing's happening.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. So
hello.
You saw on the other side it says, I hear them calling me from.
Yeah.
That says hello here, right? So if I go back, this is one of those, again, one of the puzzles that you may not... The puzzles are very obtuse in this.
Yeah.
So the baby crying is getting really loud now. So L
Toro.
L has shown up there and wasn't there before.
Hey.
And it's disappeared from here. So Lisa's getting loud now, so there's a chance that while I'm doing this I may get attacked, and I'm going to just try and let it happen. to go through it, not trying to, like, because normally if I was playing through this myself, I would try my best not to get attacked.
Yeah.
Like, who wants to get attacked?
I mean, it's kind of the point of this game is to not get attacked.
So, and as soon as I hear that, you see, because you can't hear it. As soon as you see that hell is there, you can hear cackling.
Yeah.
And a click.
Uh-huh.
So you know, like, that's the game trying to tell you
You've done something.
you've done something. Yeah. So you go in here and you can tell the baby crying isn't coming from the fetus.
Mm-hmm.
So you're to surmise that perhaps the baby crying is coming from the bloody fridge.
Mm-hmm.
Or perhaps a third location.
Great. What I like as well is everyone presumes that you're just kind of going on this infinite loop round in the circle, but technically you're not.
So you'll notice now the red light has gone from this part of the corridor.
Yeah, but technically you're not. You're actually descending every time.
Yeah,
you know.
Well, that's like one of the popular kind of tools that Silent Hill uses, is that you're kind of just the concept of a descent into some other dimensional version of where you are, and it will become a lot even more apparent than it is now in a couple of loops time. So now it's just a red light swinging.
What I find amazing about this game
That has
is,
stayed there.
for what this game is, like when we do our book club feature on this tomorrow, like we can easily go for an hour on this, you know.
Mm-hmm. And now, see, right, so things are blurry. I'm moving a lot quicker.
Mm-hmm.
All the paintings have changed
Mm-hmm.
to spinning eyeballs.
Yep.
The geography has changed as well.
We're having a fun old time.
So this is meant to be like that kind of... It hits on a lot of different kinds of horror, like body horror, and like I said, the demon child kind of syndrome that a lot of people are afraid of.
It has like a lot of the kind of traditional elements of that Japanese horror with like the little girl, the ghost, that sort of thing.
This is kind of realist kind of stuff.
It's got a little bit of like with the eyeball. Jesus, what's the fucking... There's like a French art film that the base of by Pixies like is kind of like based on. I can never remember the fuck the name of it's called.
Diverse.
Sure, why not? Yeah,
So the fetus is gone.
bye bye.
It's one of the important things about this loop.
Mm-hmm. Because like at this point we'd had a couple of years where we'd gotten into that kind of first person horror, like short horror experience. Obviously like Slender Man's kind of the key one that instigated it.
Yeah, like one of the things, like I think horror benefits tremendously from being first person.
Yep.
Because it puts everything so up in your face.
Yep. It's why like VR, the most effective VR games are going to be horror games.
I have no doubt someone will suffer massive cardiac arrest.
Yeah, probably me.
Yeah, they should really have you on to focus test.
Like I am telling you
So
right
trying
now.
a bunch of different things here because I can't. You'll have to forgive me because I can't necessarily remember how to beat this loop. Whether you just keep going or whether there's a thing I'm supposed to... Oh, there is. I know what it is. Fuck.
What is it?
I am supposed to... Isn't this the one where I am to discover that the peephole is a thing?
The people.
From both sides. So, I am going to go out and... Because that's the hint. It's the eyeballs are in the painting.
Yeah.
So I am to look for the peephole on the outside.
See, I much prefer like a game like The Witness, where you know there's no one else around. It's just me. Well, that's a presumption, at least. Me and a bunch of puzzles. I can do
Because
that.
I haven't 100% completed that game, I couldn't tell you.
Well,
Apologies for this, guys.
Can't imagine that'll be the thing that'll happen with me as well.
But yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the hint that's going on. Is the eyeballs? Is there's something you need to see.
Yeah, it's like it uses a little bit of video game logic, a little bit of real world logic, and kind of mashes them together.
Yeah. Okay, that's the other one of the other things. Ooh, one of the other tropes about this is that when it gets to midnight, things go fucking nuts.
Yeah.
there a second. I need to just turn up the brightness.
Yep.
Just in the off chance I'm missing the people.
So,
I've noticed that I think it's about whatever setting I have on it for when we watch football. Is that I notice games are darker on this television than on my one upstairs.
so like the kind of traditional tropes of
So what you're seeing here, by the way, before you... oh, here we go. So the painting is off the wall on this loop. That's your hint.
Yep.
That there's something to look at. You look through here. So you know someone was watching you when you were in the bathroom.
Yeah.
And you can hear the radio is going on a loop. What were you saying about the...
I was going to say, like...
You can also hear some, like, horrible sounds of a woman hacking and sobbing. Go on.
Great. Is there any kind of horror that, or anything that does in any way unsettle you to any degree? No?
Really.
Hey, you are a broken man.
There's just never...
No, turn about now. You are broken. You need to be deleted.
And now everything's gone back to relative normal.
Really?
I don't have the motion blur anymore. I'm not moving a million miles an hour.
Yeah, I'm like pretty much across the board. Japanese creepy little girls, they freak me the fuck out. I don't do great with like your general gore fests. I don't do very...
And now we're back to normal light.
The worst thing for me is like actual sort of real world put into horror sort of based shit.
This could happen kind of horror?
Yeah. Anything with children, nope.
Texas Chainsaw Massacre is a big no for you.
No. Yeah, just across the board, just not interested.
Horror is genuinely one of my favourite genres of any sort of TV movies.
But at the same time, I appreciate it because there's a lot you can do with it. You know, and I do think it's one of the more effective genres because of what you can do with it.
Well, because it gets such a visceral response from...
And like, I genuinely wish I could enjoy it, but I just can't. You know, even when Michael Jackson turned into a giant fucking silver mecha robot as a child freaked me the fuck out, I knew I had problems.
Oh, see that? Screen went.
Yeah.
Watch it there when I come around when I come out of the bathroom. Okay. So again, we know because I can't complete the loop. That means there's something I'm missing.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I just saw it.
Yeah.
No.
So I think.
Because to be fair, like, I would have been stunned.
See, I want her to get me because when you revive, there's an interesting Easter egg in that in the corner of that room.
There's like
time to go back.
Yeah. Like, I'd have been stunned if. Can you hear the footsteps?
204863. It's a voice saying that on repeat.
I'd have been stunned if Kojima had gone through this entire demo and not done some sort of fourth wall breaking shit, you know? Like, it's kind of his gimmick. Ta-da!
Speaking of fourth wall breaking. Yeah, so this is the bit. So it's forced me because she hasn't gotten me.
Yeah.
So this is your alternate. Either she gets you and it puts you back in the room. Like, so this looks like the game is completely rebooting from the start.
The only me is me. Are you sure the only you is you?
As soon as I saw that the first time I booted the game, I was like, okay,
Yeah.
I'm in. This is fucking... Probably because without even realising it, I was like, that's very Silent Hill. You know, the separate reality.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is the exact start of the game, except for one thing is very different, and you could easily miss it.
Yeah.
You could easily miss it. This.
It was the Calendar Man all along. Wait, is it Calendar Man that does that? No, that's oh fuck, what's his name?
How the fuck do you get the... This is going to be a weird sentence. How is it you get the bag to start speaking again?
Who's the super crazy psycho one in Batman?
The Joker?
No, like super serial killer, crazy psycho one.
Victor Zsasz?
That's the one, Victor Zsasz. Yeah, because he's the one that like scars himself with every killing.
Okay, I thought it was there. Oh well. Basically, I could be wrong. It could be only when she gets you that it does that. But at a certain point, that bag that like I think is alluded to having like some sort of viscera in it, says that monologue.
Yeah.
The bag starts with this kind of garbled, monstrous voice. Says the "Are you sure the only you is you?" sort speech.
I think that was my biggest problem actually with Batman City. Thinking about it, is like they should have done more with Zsasz.
Arkham City.
Yeah, Arkham City. Yeah. Batman
But
City.
he's very much like.
I know.
He's not.
But of the like minor villains, like I think he's the best one.
Yeah. He's certainly better than the Mad Hatter. Anyway.
Yeah, he is. And Man-Bat. Fuck's sake.
Man-Bat has a good bit in Arkham Knight, though.
Yeah, no, like that's a cool kind of bit.
That's a good quality jump scare. The first time because he jumps at you when you're rappelling up a building.
Fucking threw my control at the TV. Jesus.
Okay, so I think we're at the point. You can see that the loop is not changing now.
Yep.
So this is the other hint. The two hints that there's something you need to do are if this door won't open,
or you keep doing the same thing.
I keep doing the same thing and nothing's happening.
Yeah. Which is a nice kind of play on, the repetition or the definition of madness.
Yeah. So is this the one where I have to find a bunch of
could be
things?
Yeah, I think this is be able to the photos, yeah.
Isn't it? Oh, there we go. So there was a fragment of a photo that was in that flower pot. And it's gone to where's the photo?
Might be on the other wall.
Is it down by the other phone? Or is it by the clock? I think it might be by the clock. So there's fragments of a photo scattered around here. There you go. And the text is coming up because there's text on the photo.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm after finding another bit there, I think. Okay, so there is a piece over here somewhere. So I can hear the mounting sounds of like Lisa's sobs.
That's always a thing you want to hear.
So the fetus is back.
Would it surprise you for me to tell you that I'd rather play something like Viva Pinata?
It would not surprise me to hear you say that. Okay, well I know where one is anyway. One of these. This is a really bastard one.
Yeah.
So there's one there. Well, actually, that's not the ultimate bastard one. There's one I'm saving here as a pièce de résistance for this. I think we have 2 pieces left, do we? Oh no, probably 3. I swear there's one like on this desk somewhere. Oh, I know where there's one.
But yeah, as we was alluding to earlier, there are games like Slender Man that came along and took that kind of first-person horror approach, and we've had a whole bunch of sleep. It's like there's kind of a parallel rise of first-person horror games, like short narrative horror games, and like walking simulators.
See that? Watch this. I'm not sure if I ever saw a manifest like that. Watch when I turn towards the end of the corridor. That was really cool.
Oh no! Nope! 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 Nope!
Mark's watching back in the action replay. Love horror, hate bastards.
There we go. Oh!
So that's her getting it, finally. So you can't fight her off. And it's the kind of thing to do to defend yourself against her. You can hear, like, it's the sound of her obviously eating your intestines or whatever. But the only thing you can do to stop that is when you hear the sounds, hear her sobbing and hear the mounting kind of static and stuff like that, is don't turn around.
Yeah.
Don't turn around. Just stay where you are.
Oh, just not move.
Don't move until it passes.
Yeah.
That seems to be the most commonly agreed upon way not to get... Because the only time she ever gets you like that is when you turn around and she's there.
Which is kind of like the thing that you want to do.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kojima, you son of a bitch.
So I think now the paper bag will talk. Yeah.
There you go.
I walked. I could do nothing but walk.
Once in a galaxy far, far away.
Okay, so it's not saying anything now.
If it was proper hot, alright, the bag would just jump at you. So where does that put you kind of back in? Oh, it keeps you where in the last loop you were in.
Yeah, pretty much. Because now I've got this creepy red light.
And if she gets you, is she gone for the rest of the game?
No, because I've never been gotten more than once in a playthrough, so I could stand to be corrected here.
Yeah.
But what I will say is, you can still hear the warning sound of like the static and stuff like that happens before she attacks you.
Yeah.
Throughout the rest of the game, so there's a very distinct possibility she could get you. Would you do me a favour and look up the locations of the photo fragments? I know where one is.
Photo fragments. Photo fragments. PT.
Just because I don't want to how long have we been on here?
We are at.
I want to get to.
We're at 40 minutes.
Okay, so I want to try because this is the penultimate puzzle.
Yeah.
I want to see if we can get the whole thing done in an hour. That would be nice.
On the floor beneath the clock.
Okay, well don't say that loud because we don't have to. I'll have a look.
Okay.
So on the floor beneath the clock. I got that one, didn't I?
Yep.
Or is that it there?
My good friend Nana's just told me I need to go to Nashville. Kind of busy at the moment.
That's part of it. Yeah, there we go. Okay. So we've got 2 pieces left. I know where one of them is. Ah, okay, that's the one I missed. Because there was one very specific one I wanted to save. There we go. For last. Because I think it's one of the unbelievably trippy things this game does. Right, so there's one left. And you might go around in loops and loops, Mark, and you might think to yourself, what the fuck? Where the fuck could this last one be? Because you could search every inch of the place and you won't find it. Do you know why? It's in your brain.
What?
Yeah.
What?
The only way to figure that out is hit the pause menu and hit the zoom button.
Oh, Kojima, you absolute dirtbag.
Yeah. So, picture. Oh wait, no, that's not it. Sorry, that was the second to last one. I jumped the gun there a little bit, but that's the one that I think is genius.
Yeah.
Is there one that's in like a door frame or something? In the ceiling between the foyer and the bathroom.
So, like, your brain there in the pause menu, does that signify anything, or is it literally just there for that?
There's a little.
Is that always there for?
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Well, it's there for the brightness.
Oh,
Just the brightness. Yeah. So that's what it's there for, generally speaking. But that's the only purpose it's... it's like... show me the picture of where it is between the foyer and the...
It's not...
Show me this one. Okay. Oh, that's it. I was already looking at it. That's it there. There we go.
Da-da-da!
So it's German.
Guten Tag, ja.
Okay, so the picture's completed. So that's the way to break this loop, is to complete the picture and then go through the door. So we can hear the Lisa noises happening here again.
Yeah.
I think this will put us on the final puzzle. Okay. I think. Just go through again to make sure. You follow me through on whatever passes for a strategy guide on it.
Sure.
See what's next on the IGN thing. So the final puzzle means, like I said, the baby has to cry 3 times. You have to interact with or look at things in the world that provoke the response of the baby crying. Once you get 3 cries, then you can pass through the door. And it ends. But you have to get 3 cries in one loop.
So the puzzle at the end of the playable teaser is currently the topic of much heat debate among the gaming community. Blah 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 blah.
Okay, so it has to be. Yeah, I can't do it until after the clock strikes midnight. I knew it had something to do with it striking midnight. So I think what will signify that it's the final puzzle is that if it ticks over to midnight and I hear a noise.
Walking exactly 10 paces in any direction will trigger a laugh.
Yeah, right. So.
Players should have a microphone or headset plugged into their DualShock controller. Can't really do that.
Do we have one?
Oh, I guess we do. Oh yeah. What do we actually need to say?
Maybe I was wrong. Maybe we're not quite on the last puzzle yet.
Yeah, this is the last one. It's the last one after the pictures.
Okay.
Yeah, so you got walking 10 steps in any direction and then not moving.
Okay, yeah, I goofed. I need to go back and start the loop again. I think I might have when she started, because it's not actually like, it's the thing where it sounds like a sob and a laugh.
Yeah.
So I think I just, as soon as I start hearing noise, I need to freeze, don't I?
Yeah.
Okay. Excuse me, sorry. So I think the way I solved, like I was trying to think back about how I solved it, I think I just, like, because I'd heard the chime when it goes midnight before. So I think I kind of just sat here and said, like, it's got to be, does something change around here?
Now, apparently one of the methods is, after you complete the 10-step laughter, seek out the ghost and attempt to communicate with her through the microphone.
Yeah.
By saying, hello, Lisa.
Mm-hmm.
Hello.
And help me.
Are you there?
That's one of the theories for the second laugh, isn't it?
Yeah. What a game, hey?
Mm.
Like, you have to be of a particular kind of sound of mind to, like, just plug in the microphone and start fucking trying to talk to the ghost that's trying to attack you.
It's not necessarily, like, it's just the one that people have said is the best way of doing it. It's not the only way of getting all 3 laughs.
Yeah.
Because I didn't have a microphone attached the first time. Okay, so. Is the laugh definitely the first one? Just tell me the step-by-step from the moment it chimes midnight.
So, method 1. After the bells chime, wait for the haunting. The strange noises accompanied by spooky background music to end. Then
Okay.
trigger the first laugh by walking 10 steps.
Right, so what's been happening is I've been waiting for the chimes, but I haven't been waiting for the haunting to end.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Just want to let you know, you're a sick man.
Okay, there's the bell.
Mm-hmm.
So the haunting should start now. Yep. So there's the haunting.
Mm-hmm. Is that classified as like when Lisa can attack you?
Yeah.
Okay. But as long as you don't move.
There's the first laugh.
Okay. So.
The haunting is still on, by the way. I can't move.
Okay.
So that's one laugh.
Okay.
So then I walk 10 paces and get the second one once this haunting is ended.
Apparently so.
There's one to look at the phone as well, isn't there?
Well, the phone rings after the third laugh, doesn't it?
Oh, that's what it is. You don't pass through the loop, you go to the phone.
Yeah.
Just hold on there for a second. Just need to listen till it's over. Okay, that's it, over.
So she won't attack now. No.
It'll start again.
Okay. Because another way to get a laugh is, while the haunting's going on, is to locate where the sound's coming from, but also avoiding to be attacked.
Okay, that was another laugh.
Yeah.
There's something about the controller vibrating
Oh.
somewhere in there. Something to do after the controller vibrates.
Proceed through the hall to the stairwell door. Before you restore, it will close by itself. Walk up to the door so that your controller vibrates and you will hear a door creak open behind you. Turn around to find the bathroom
There.
door cracked open. Bugs will flee the room
I got
and
it.
approach. When you go to the door, Babe will start crying from inside.
No, I've beaten it.
Oh, okay.
The phone says you've been chosen, doesn't it, at the end?
Yeah.
And then I hear the door unlock. Okay, so that's me done.
How can you still play this game? Well, we have a link in the description, but I'll just repost it for you.
We're helpful source like that.
Da-da-da!
So this should be it. Yep. So, you can only imagine what this part does to my tiny little mind.
Dad was such a drag. Every day he'd eat the same kind of food, dress the same, sit in front of the same kind of games. Yeah, he was just that kind of guy. But then one day he goes and kills us all.
You're welcome, Croft-san. Enjoy
He
it.
couldn't even be original about the way he did it. I'm not complaining. I was dying of
It's the kind of service we provide at linktothecast.eu.
But guess what? I will be coming back, and I'm bringing my new toys with me.
So I think, obviously, this part is more what the game would be like.
Yeah.
Rather than being stuck in a house, it would be the traditional kind of wandering through the town with your torch. When I saw this, I was like, oh, hello. And then I was like, he's done again. And then I was like, boo-wah! One of my favourite directors. And yeah, there he is.
There he is.
Norman Reedus. And then this. Wait for it.
Da 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 da.
And the old
da, da,
Silent
da,
Hill
da.
music as
Yeah,
well.
Yeah.
I was just... Oh.
Just awash in orgasmic fluids.
Yeah. So, that's Silent Hills.
Yeah.
We'll be talking about that on the podcast that we record tomorrow. So check it out over at linktothecast.eu. Search for Link to the Cast on SoundCloud or on iTunes or your favourite podcast provider of choice. We're probably going to talk for quite a while about it.
I'm sure we are.
But for Link to the Cast for the time being, at Link to the Cast on Twitter as well, by the way. This man here has been at Lithium Project.
Howdy.
I, the man braving this horror for the most part, have been at Dave Ryan IV. And we shall talk to you all down the road.
Toodles.